what's up, what's up? We're back with some Udyr, guys. Hope you like the new intro. Made a new one yesterday. Looks kinda clean. I like it a lot better than the old one, for sure. So, this is a Grandmaster game, guys, and I want to show you what you can do with the new Udyr, especially when the enemy team comp is a bit weak against Udyr. And, I mean, if I can do this in Grandmaster, you guys can do this in any fucking elo, as long as you are aware of a few things. Obviously, it will depend on some variables. I'll talk about it as we go, but yeah. Now, for the pathing, I'll just give you a small detail, guys. Shaco almost always starts on red buff. And that's the super fast 3 cam, right? Like 2-5, 2-10, I don't know, something silly like that. When Shaco clears 3 camps, and then he might look for a gank on the side lane. Now, if he doesn't find a gank on the side lane, what Shaco players will usually do is that if they see you start on the red buff, they will just invade this side, and then you can get pretty fucked, especially if they invade you as you start the camps or whatever. Or they can just straight up go there and steal it. It's a rough time, but if you start on the blue buff, a lot of the time you'll just avoid getting invaded by Shaco. Besides that, the blue start clear on Udyr is a lot safer against invades, because you can ward this, you are healthier, you don't have to like double camp or anything. Your team has time to collapse on the red buff, you have to ward here, it's just easier. And just pathing to bot lane and to dragon in general is a good time. So there's no reason for me to start on the red buff here. Just do the camps, obviously. You can also pull the red buff like here and walk to this scuttle like faster, and you save distance from because instead of walking from golems to this scuttle grab, you would only have to walk from like here, so it's a good time. Now my Senna died level 1. I'm trying to fix the wave a bit, but unfortunately there are 3 fucking people, I don't want to die. I'll just decide to go for the scuttle crab, which I think Shaco could have went to. And another thing about Shaco is that if he was bot lane right now, I knew his raptors are gonna spawn at like 350, 345, something like that. It's really fast, because he starts on raptors. So you can steal them. In this situation I can steal them, because Shaco is gonna be there. But yeah, that's one thing you can do against Shaco, and then also steal his cards or whatever. But the Shaco player is like farming a lot. So yeah, he got some mid-lane minions and so. And I went for Bummies here, and I think I prefer it a lot more, because on second, third clear, even, you'll find yourself just, you know, kind of AFK farming, just clearing camps. And even then, like, Bummies is not bad for, like, fights, ganks, whatever. It gives you the most damage and tankiness. It's a pretty broken item for what it does. So this guy, like, he didn't want to crash the wave, he like kept slow pushing and stuff, and now he's trading with Pled, even though it's obvious that he's gonna get ganked by Shaco, Pike, whatever. It's just a rough time with players like this in every single elo. Like, of course they're gonna troll like this in every single elo, fucking LPL, LCK, these nuts, Grandmaster, Challenger, Turkey, Korea, it doesn't matter, man, they still troll like this all the fucking time. It is what it is. Okay, and then you can buy the boots and Dark Seal. So I still have the boots, I have the perma slow, you don't need here to rush on Udyr that early anymore. And here, I pretty much have nothing to farm, and the Scuttle Crab is spawning soon here. So my idea is that if Shaco somehow doesn't try to contest Scuttle Crab or Dragon, maybe does something different. I know there's a high possibility it's gonna be here, by the way, because he also petted down. But yeah, also this guy is getting 10 CS per minute on Shaco. It's high elo Shaco players is playing properly. But I'm aware that this dragon is extremely valuable against their champions that rely on like burst and lethals. When we have Poppy and Udyr that are gonna stack resist, it's just really insane, really. Yeah, not much to say. This is pretty much a free conditioning rune, even more than conditioning, really late game. So once I see that the Scuttle Crab spawns, this guy shows up, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take the Scuttle Crab, my Senna, and we gotta get the fuck out. Now I see that they're contesting it a bit, but this is pretty much wasted time. I could leave this shit earlier, and there you see, I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing in melee range. They should just get the fuck out and ping back, because, well, if they get the dragon, that's fine. They are supposed to get the dragon anyway, with like 3 fucking winning lanes, and Shaco hitting level 6 early. And I'm just like, Udyr, not that strong early game champion nowadays, after the rework. So I get the fuck out, I go for some enemy camps, because I know these camps are up, I'm keeping track of Shaco. He farms mid lane a bit, I go back into my jungle. And here they are looking for a gank on Poppy. And the thing is that here's where they mess up a bit, because they waste a lot of resources, especially when they know that I'm 100% sure on the top side, if they kept a little bit of track of me and they knew that, well, after I steal these camps, I'm gonna go back on this side, so it's like the most predictable thing ever. And then they go for this dive on Poppy. And which looks fine, like they killed Poppy, they didn't lose much, but now they're gonna fuck up, because here I use my sweeper to check for this spike, so I see that I saw the pike barely, yeah, and we know that he recalled because he didn't show up anymore. And here I stun the Kled, but then I walk up to the Shaco to see if he E's me, because if he E's me and I have Ghost up, then he doesn't have mana for Q or W. Yep, he's gonna use all mana for E, and then he's dead, and I kill Shaco as well. But Shaco doesn't press E on me, and then I decide to go on the Kled. Now, if he mounts, it's a bit unlucky, but I would still beat him. It's just a fucking... he's gonna like dismount right away and then I just kill him. It wouldn't be that bad. Maybe Shaco gets baited even more to die there, I don't know. And then, of course, this Pop is like pinging me and stuff like, what the fuck, you're taking my wave? No one gives a shit, guys. Take this wave. Force Shaco to cover this lane with no fucking mana. Then you take the free fucking herald. You get the level, you get the items. Poppy's not gonna carry the game, she's not even gonna hold her fucking lane. What is this kid gonna do? Like, she's the fucking Yordle. What is Poppy gonna do, man? We get the herald, we get the scuttle crab, and the wave. What does that mean? Well, I can base here with a Sunfire Aegis with 2 Darkseer stacks at 9 minutes. Poppy gets a free roam. Maybe Vladimir died randomly, or if it was a different champion, that's easier to gank. Okay, so Shaco ganks, but look at this shit. Shaco was 2 levels down, now barely caught up with the gank. He's 1 level down. Actually, 1.5 almost. He's gonna do the dragon here with his ult, and that's fine. Like I said, we pretty much can't get the dragon in states like this. If my bot lane didn't die to a gank, sure, I'm strong, we could maybe look for that. My Lux managed to hit me tower a lot, so we actually get Herald there, we get the first tower, we steal another camp. Now I just want to get as fat as possible, as many resources as possible, every single thing that I can get. Waves, objectives, fucking camps, counter jungle, doesn't matter, as long as I get pet, levels, items, I'm gonna carry this game because Udyr scales pretty well, and like I said, their team is garbage against Udyr. Shaco's gonna go like Assassin Blast Cannon, Pike doesn't do anything against me, and then they have a Kled, which is not the best thing at like dealing with tanky champions. It's like okay, but not Esther or whatever, Kled like squishy champions for the most part. And then we have not like super high DPS, 500 range carries, so it's just a perfect game to 1v9 as Udyr. So I'm aware that I need to get everything on me, especially when I saw how my teammates are playing. This guy went a fucking Crown of the Shattered Brain on Lux. Okay, so I base, I get Steel Cap's Blasting Wand. Try to get that Scuttle Crab. And of course, Udyr scales extremely well with levels, but especially if you can get level 11 really early, so you can get 6 points into this ability. You get some extra slow and damage. But obviously, the base stats and everything is just super good, because all of your spells scale with level. Then also your W scales with level because it's max health, so get more max health with every level. And this Pike disrespects me, so I kill him. He actually got pretty fed early, but now he ends up falling behind. I don't even know what his level is. Was he like level 6 or something? He's fucking level 6 at 30 minutes. Like my Senna is catching up even after dying 3 times, so yeah, then we just collect whatever the fuck we can. Collect. Get the gold, get the experience. If I get the money here, I'm a fucking monster. We back for Giant's Belt to have even more stats on the map, more damage from Sunfire, more shielding on W. And then we return to these camps, and I see that, of course, they go for a dive, just looking to punish their mistakes and shit. I'm not looking to make any, like, sort of 2-4 stuff or any mistakes on my own. I have a fucking 1k gold shutdown, the gold is even. Probably the gold lead is on me, for the most part. Yeah, we got like 2k here. Other than that, everyone has to be behind. Yeah, pretty much everyone is behind. Then we get another gank on the Kled. Gonna know where everyone is, and that's it. Like, we had two options here, guys. I either go for these camps to complete my demonic before dragon, or I kill the Kled to complete my demonic. And if the gank on Kled doesn't work, then we take the tower. So it's always like a positive outcome here, because all I want to do is complete my demonic before the dragon. I don't want to let them stack dragons. That would be the only way we could possibly lose this game. And this guy over his tanks on Sivir, he uses flash. Go on him, and he has no flash for 5 minutes, guys. Remember, he's the main DPS against me. So for 5 minutes, I'm gonna try to abuse Sivir, and you'll see that. So we end up getting the dragon. So even though, like, I don't know how much gold he's hitting, only 700, like, even though Shaco got, like, ganks and fucking kills and so on, he's getting, like, pike, ult, whatever, I'm 2 items with 10 Dark Sticks and he's 1. Because I made sure to get all the resources on myself. It doesn't matter if my Poppy has 1k gold extra, or my Lux has, like, another fucking, I don't know what the fuck she's building, like, maybe Zonia. It doesn't matter if she has an arm guard or stopwatch. It doesn't matter if my Senna has, like, extra Dirk, or my fucking Kai'Sa has attack boost right now. It doesn't matter at all, because Udyr is so much more valuable than any of these fucking champions against the enemy team. And sometimes you simply have to be aware of that, and take the game in your own hands. And hey, if you suck, you don't know how to play Udyr in teamfights, then you're gonna lose, and that's fine. You can focus on improving and get better, and then you'll climb. Because, yes, I'm confident to get all these resources. Oh my god, look at this shit. Whatever, we take the Terrell, and then Shaco steals it. That's pretty lame, man. I mean, yeah, I just didn't think of the stealth mechanic in the moment. The game was really stressful. But yeah, you should just smite it, because they have a champion with stealth, not a big deal. Happens. And of course, I'm aware that if I get a Frozen Heart, it's gonna be too late for Sivir to deal damage, because Sivir hasn't even completed her second item yet. And here, Sivir sees everyone mid lane, except for Udyr. She's like, how can Udyr kill me, man? I'll just press R and run away and, like, spell shield something. But I have Ghost. Press Awaken E. And we burn her to death with, like, no risk, because we knew she was alone. And my team fought back, like, they can do some stuff as well now, because I created so much pressure. We got them some towers, some, like, assists, some shutdowns, random fucking kills, and they're not so useless now. They can do something on their own, you know, as long as they try to play. They were pretty fucking tilted, like, pinging and shit, like, oh my god, why are you taking my minions, oh my god, all these resources, blah 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 blah. You know, just disable the fucking chat, disable the fucking pings, no one cares. We go back, some more waves, waves on fucking waves. My CS is not insane, it doesn't look insane, but that's just the way CS can work in League of Legends. Obviously I got some kills and objectives and so on, but if you look at the level, guys, I'm fucking level 14. Their solo laners are level 11. So I'm pretty much like having 250 CS right now in terms of all I got with the experience and so on. All I need here is to complete my Frozen Heart, of course, and look what happens with Sivir. What do we know about Sivir? She still has no flash because I timed it. So Vladimir is top lane, while I have armor stacked, and Vladimir doesn't have TP, and he's the only magic damage, so it means I can do whatever the fuck I want. Even if it's like a super bad fight, I can run out. So let's see what happens here. Take the wave, and Sivir walks up to hit me for no fucking reason, like she deals damage. And before Vladimir even gets to come here, we just burn Sivir to death. Senna uses R. And that's it. Shaco inted to try to make up. Let's see what he did. He's probably pretty stressed as well with how the game is going. So he tries to look for an assassinations on Kai'Sa. And I don't blame him, but that's just not gonna work. So he dies. Why? Because he's super fucking pressured. Like, what the fuck? This Udyr is gonna 1v9 the game. I need to do something with my useless Shaco. And he dies. And what does that mean? Well, it's 20 minutes, guys. We get the free fucking Baron. Maybe Shaco didn't even realize that we're gonna get Baron if he dies like that. And it's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah. Yep. You force them to make mistakes like that, and that's a free Baron. You know, my Kaisa had 10 types of diseases, as you can see here, so let's look at Kaisa now. She has the most DPS on Baron, and he decides, I'm gonna dash into Pike and die. That was very clever indeed, so now we actually have to struggle to take this Baron a bit. Because we don't have that much damage on these champions. Luckily, Senna does decent damage for a support on Baron. We just burn them to death. Kill the Kled. Vladimir has no flash. So we can just go on Vladimir whenever the fuck we want for the next like 4.5 minutes, because he probably has Cosmic Insight. Yep. I mean, Inspiration means Cosmic Insight regardless, and Vladimir don't even need to check off PGG, they're not gonna go anything else in that tree. Because it's a pretty good run of Vladimir, you know? And now I have my Frozen Heart. So, like I said, guys, Sivir has to get LDR to deal relevant damage to me. Before she gets LDR, I can't die to these champions. I know I might get my armor shredded by Black Cleaver a bit, but as long as I play the fights properly, I won't take damage, I'm way too fed. And what is Sivir doing? She bought a pickaxe. So, even with Infinity Edge, I'm not gonna take that much damage. Sivir is not like crazy single target anyway. It's mostly gonna be the Kraken Slayer PD combo, because those items are a bit broken. I'll just try to fuck with them a bit, to see if they try to contest Drake, so I can heal them. And that's it. And here, you might be like, we got Baron, why don't we just go siege something? And what I'm thinking is that our siege kind of sucks. Our minions are in pretty bad states. They are gonna clear this wave anyway. Next wave is gonna be like here. So what is my next goal? Well, I'm really close to my Magi, and I'm on 10 stacks, so I'm gonna farm jungle camps and buy a Magi. No reason to be like a fuck. Don't be a stupid fuck. These guys are gonna shove the wave anyway. Maybe they get a tower, maybe they die. I don't care. Like, I don't even care if my entire team gets aced in a game like this right now, because I know the game is gonna be a free win regardless. And we got the level 16 power spike of those camps, and if you guys don't know, level 16 on Udyr is really huge, because your awaken cooldown goes from 30 seconds to 20. At level 11 it's 30, and then 20 seconds is a huge difference, because you can use the second awaken much faster, the third awaken much faster. You can get like 3 awakens in a team fight. And of course, enemies again, just like Shaco, they get desperate and they go for another fucking shitty team fight. Well, they are pretty useless. And sure, they got some kills, but it doesn't help them at all. I'm just gonna use the wave, push the fucking minions, maybe get an inhib tower. Look at Shaco, he's looking to assassinate the Senna, but it's just not a good time. I mean, I guess Senna might die. Yep, she's dead, but do I care? No, don't give a fuck. Shaco got a shutdown, who cares? He has Dust Blade, he's not gonna do anything against Udyr. I just go for the red buff. Smite that thing. And of course my last item here, guys, is gonna be Gargoyle, because they have only one AP threat, so Gargoyle gives you a lot of MR, but also gives you a lot of armor for all the other champions, and a fat shield to block like some extra burst, especially if you combine it with Awakened W. It can be really deceptive if you got low health, you can turn the whole fight. And we get another component, and here in a situation like this, since I have the game under total control, I have the luxury to like keep farming camps, letting my losers taking shitty fights and die, because of course they don't know how to get carried, they are playing for fun at this point. I don't even care if they win, it's just like a bit pathetic to fight without me. But you know, of course they have ego, they want to be superheroes, they get bored, they don't like getting carried, so they are gonna fight, they're gonna give some kills. In this case they won, so I don't blame them, We just tank the tower with Awakened W. They're still full HP. And then we move on with life. I mean, I'm pretty much beating them in the fucking Nexus, and I haven't even bought Gargoyle yet, so yeah. The only chance they have, like I said, is... Okay, this guy even sold his pickaxe to buy LDR, so yeah, the only chance they have, like, small chance to win is like they get to LDR, they get to Void, my team runs it, something like that. Yeah, we put the Storm on this civil. Yeah, we kill the Pike and then, yeah, I remember putting this Storm on civil and fucking Lux stole it. A bit of Storm on the Vladimir. Demonic, 4k, Sunfire, 2.7k. Now, I would say that in a game like this, you don't really need Sunfire. You can go Camp Tank as well, but I didn't know what build Shaq was gonna go, so maybe he went like a Bruiser build, in which case it would have been a bit better. Also, Vladimir is kind of a tanky champion, but you could get away with Camp Tank in a game like this, it's not a big deal. But especially when games are harder, Sunfire is a bit better because of the objective control and just the raw potential when you have to carry the game yourself. We go for the last fight in the Nexus, have Elixir, we get another Baron. G fucking G, guys. Don't be afraid to take the game in your own hands like that. Just do the complete 1v9 machine. And of course, these games look like fucking bronze, silver, fucking gold. Just like your game, guys. Grandmaster, oh my god, XD. I mean, these players are for sure better at so many more things than you guys in lower elos. They would piss and shit on you, of course, but doesn't mean they are like smart people necessarily. You just play the game for 20 fucking million years and they got good at certain parts of the game, but at others they suck really hard. Like, think about it. Why would the Shaco go Duskblade instead of just going for like a more bruiser sustained build? When we have Udyr, Poppy, Lux with Crown and Zonia, we have like 2 AD carries that are pretty tanky. Like, I guess Kai'Sa and Senna are among the tankiest AD carries in the game. Like, Senna has some fucking stealth with some healing and the shield, and then Kai'Sa has a shield. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even a good time to be assessing Shaco this game, or going for like full Assassin Piece build on Pike with no mercs against these champions, or like at least CDR boost of Swifties or something to be more useful in actual fights rather than just roaming or whatever. Other than that, I mean, I guess Sivir, Vladimir and Kled tried, but the comp was just too shit, so they get punished and lose LP, guys. What can I say? G fucking G. Victory. Get a little triple kill in their base. Nexus explodes. Daddy Sparky Uvu. Cringe name. Name diff, actually. Abyssal General versus Daddy Sparky Uvu. How can you win, man? Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to sub and stuff. I don't know how many of you guys are subbing from the viewers. I'm not even checking. Doesn't matter. I'd be happy if the channel grows slowly and that's it. Hope you like the new intro as well. Thanks for watching, boys. See ya, see ya.